Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're finally unleashing what so many of you have been waiting for. The top 5 Byrna Teams in Hero Wars Alliance. We've already looked at her skills and her build. We've talked about how her Guardian Spirit mauls enemies while she quietly keeps your team alive, how her healing feeds energy, and how Living Heart can push a single ally's maximum health higher and higher during the fight. But today is different. Today is not about fragilities, not about weaknesses, not about counters. Today is all about power, synergy, and 5 dangerous lineups where Byrna doesn't just fit in. She becomes the beating heart of the team. So, Guardians, get comfortable, because we're going to walk through each team, why it works, what every hero brings to the table, and how Byrna turns good lineups into terrifying ones. We start with a beautiful combination of control, sustain, and ramping magic damage: Electra, Maya, Byrna, Fólio, and Lian. Electra stands in front as the health monster we know she is, converting her defenses into a massive HP pool and absorbing damage for the team. Right behind her, Maya drops her poison garden and disruptive flowers, spreading constant area damage and softening the enemy for what's coming next. Then Byrna comes into play, right in the middle of this chaos. Every time her Guardian Spirit roars, it hits enemies with magic damage while Byrna and nearby allies restore health. When Electra and Maya are standing in that wave of healing, their survivability skyrockets. Whenever one teammate dips too low, Byrna's basic attacks instantly switch focus to them, restoring health and energy to the lowest health ally, making sure that the front line doesn't fall over just as the fight gets interesting. If that ally gets fully topped up, Living Heart kicks in and that specific hero's maximum health increases, which is insane value on a tank like Electra or a bruiser who's staying in the fight for a long time. Fólio joins as the trickster mage, distracting and disrupting the enemy team with his ink and illusions, forcing mispositioning and buying even more time for Byrna's healing and health scaling to matter. And then there is Lian at the back, charming anyone who dares to hit her, punishing reckless damage dealers and giving Byrna even more time to build that slow, suffocating advantage. Electra soaks, Maya and Fólio wear them down, Lian controls. And Byrna quietly stitches everyone together with healing, energy, and permanent health growth on whoever she fully heals. In long battles, this team becomes harder and harder to break. Our second team goes full mage pressure with a nature twist: Mushy, Byrna, Zesha, Amira, and Aiden. Mushy takes the front line with his chaotic mushrooms, spreading damage and control over time while absorbing the first wave of aggression. She isn't a traditional hard tank, so she absolutely loves having Byrna behind her. As soon as the fight starts, Byrna's Guardian Spirit begins roaming across the battlefield, attacking enemies while each of her basic attacks restores health and energy to the ally with the lowest health. Very often, that's Mushy early on, and later it can be Zesha or even Amira if the enemy tries to snipe your backline. That constant stream of healing and energy lets your casters cycle their skills much faster than usual. Zesha brings the raw destruction in this lineup. With debuffs on the field and enemies already softened, her deadly ray and follow-up magic damage become lethal. Amira adds control and punishment for creep-based teams, twisting the battlefield with her tricks and gold, while Aiden sits behind the line amplifying healing and shields, pushing survivability to another level. And again, Living Heart doesn't make the entire team tanky at once, it slowly pushes one fully healed ally's maximum health higher and higher. In a team like this, that often lands on Mushy or Aiden, turning a soft front line into something surprisingly durable as the fight goes on. This composition shines in drawn-out magical wars where your enemy expects your backline to fold quickly, and then discovers that Byrna is quietly rebuilding them every second. The third team brings something a lot of players will love, a brutal blend of physical assassination, dodge, and bear-powered sustain. Here we run Yasmin, Byrna, Hus, Lara Croft, and Octavia. Yasmin is the spear point of this lineup. She dives onto the lowest armor target, stabbing, poisoning, and trying to delete a priority enemy before they can react. Normally, running Yasmin means accepting some risk. She can be fragile if focused, and Crete-based heroes often walk a fine line between glory and disaster. That's where Byrna steps in as the quiet guardian. The moment any ally drops low, her basic attacks start healing and feeding them energy. If Yasmin survives that initial dive and Byrna manages to fully top her off even once, Living Heart will increase Yasmin's maximum health, making the assassin harder to punish in subsequent engagements. Hus and Lara Croft add a ton of value to this formation. Hus boosts Crete-based heroes and provides enormous healing, while Lara Croft brings strong physical pressure, utility, and extra damage from the back. Octavia closes the team as the dodge queen and counter to certain magic threats, offering more damage and protection through her kit. In this composition, Byrna stands at the center of overlapping mechanics, Hus healing crits, Byrna healing and energizing the lowest health ally, and Living Heart scaling that ally's health upward over time. The result is a Yasmin or Lara who doesn't just hit hard, they also become progressively harder to remove when fights drag out. Fourth, we lean fully into control, disruption, and relentless front pressure, Yasmin, Byrna, Somna, Fólio, and Octavia. This team is all about denying the enemy any chance to breathe. Once again Yasmin acts as your execution tool, diving onto low armor victims. Octavia plays the dodge and magic control role on the other side of the backline, punishing certain casters and reflecting danger back at them. In the center of this chaos, Byrna is constantly watching for the most wounded ally. Her guardian spirit attacks enemies while she heals, and Bear Cuddle marks the ally with the lowest health for 20 seconds, healing them every 2 seconds and giving them energy over and over. When that targeted ally gets fully healed, their maximum health increases, so in this team, that scaling could land on Yasmin after her dive, or on Somna if she's being focused, or even on Octavia when the enemy tries to shut down your dodge engine. Somna brings the sleep control that we know is devastating against physical teams. Stacks of drowsiness, sleep, and control slow the enemy all the way down, delaying their ultimates and punishing any hero that tries to brute force their way through. While enemies are asleep, slowed, or trying to recover, Fólio adds distraction, mispositioning, and magic damage, making it hard for them to line up proper counterattacks. Through all of this, Byrna's bear spirit simply does not care about the control you throw at her. Even when Byrna herself is stunned, silenced, or charmed, her spirit continues attacking and her ongoing marks and healing effects don't just vanish. That's what makes this lineup feel so oppressive: constant control from Somna and Fólio, assassinations from Yasmin, dodge and punishment from Octavia, all glued together by a healer who slowly turns one of your carries into a max health monster. Our fifth and final team is a beautiful mix of pure frontline protection, magical amplification, and Byrna's health scaling madness: Julius, Electra, Byrna, Fólio, and Polaris. At the very front, Julius brings his iconic shields and mitigation, protecting the entire line from early burst and buying more time than almost any other tank. Right beside him, Electra converts her defenses into a gigantic HP pool, and starts absorbing redirected damage, acting as a second wall. You effectively have 2 tanks in one formation, one shielding everyone, one stacking insane health, and that's before Byrna even starts doing her job. Positioned safely behind them, Byrna has everything she wants. Huge HP pools in front of her, lots of incoming damage to heal through, and many opportunities to fully top someone off, and increase their maximum health. Living Heart in this team becomes brutal. If she repeatedly fully heals Julius or Electra, their health doesn't just stay high, it keeps growing over the course of battle, making it harder and harder for the enemy to ever break through your front line. When Bear Cuddle lands on one of those tanks, they regain health and energy every 2 seconds, cycling their shields, taunts, and defensive skills faster than the enemy expects. Fólio slides into this lineup as your disruptor mage again, dragging attention, breaking formation, and adding extra magic damage that synergies perfectly with Julius's protection and Electra's health pool. Polaris ties everything together with her stuns and control, constantly interrupting enemy casters and damage dealers. While the opponent is trying to chew through Julius and Electra, Fólio and Polaris are locking them down, and Byrna is quietly turning your frontline into something close to unkillable in long fights. So, Guardians, what do these 5 teams really show us about Byrna? They show that she is not just another healer. She's a hybrid engine that brings 3 things at the same time: continuous healing with real output, energy generation for the ally who needs it most, and permanent maximum health growth on fully healed allies through Living Heart. In long battles, that scaling becomes dangerous. In Mage Cores, she keeps fragile casters standing long enough to win. In Crit and Dodge compositions, she patches the holes that normally get punished. In double tank lineups, she turns your frontline into a wall that grows thicker every time the enemy fails to finish the job. Byrna demands respect on the battlefield. If you ignore her, she will slowly transform one ally after another into a health giant. If you focus her, the Guardian spirit keeps attacking and your team stalls while her allies still benefit from all the work she's already done. She fits with mages, with assassins, with double tanks, with control, and this is only the beginning. She has just arrived, she has no extra skins yet, no relics pushing her further, and she already feels like a core piece for the new meta. So, Guardians, now it's your turn. Which of these Byrna teams are you most excited to try first? Electra and Maya, Mushi and Zesha, double assassin chaos with Yasmin, control with Somna and Octavia, or the double wall frontline with Julius and Electra? Let me know in the comments what you're testing, what worked, what failed, and what crazy combination you discovered with this new force of nature. If this breakdown helped you understand Byrna's true power and gave you ideas for your account, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Olympus Alliance, and ring that bell so you never miss our guides, tests, and meta discussions. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.